How you doing, party people? This is my lovely husband, Rayn. Yes, ultra sexy. I know. But anyway, we're not talking about his sexiness. We're talking about assumptions today. And today, I thought about something that I do often, which is assume the other person lived my perspective. Now, literally, I know that every single person, regardless of if you grew up in the same household with the same parents, guardians, what have you, we all lived a different perspective. Just because me and Rayn sitting here about to have this conversation doesn't mean that we live the same perspective. He has his own thoughts, feelings, what have you. I have my own thoughts, feelings, what have you. So I need to learn to not assume that everyone understands where I'm coming from, because maybe the background that they grew up in, they're like, I don't even know how you got there, but you did somehow magically. It's because I assume that they know what the fuck I'm talking about. They probably don't know what the fuck you talking about, just like I don't be knowing what the fuck you talking about, just like I don't be knowing what the fuck I be talking about sometimes. I know that was confusing. You understand how that's confusing? Yeah, because I switched up the perspective so much. I know. Anyway, you have to actually put yourself in other people's shoes, because that will at least put off the energy, like you care enough so that they'll return the favor, because law of reciprocity. Thank you for that. So if I say I have to play with my necklace to actually have a conversation, but Rayn is over here like, why are you fidgeting so much? Just drop it, just drop it, just drop it. Like, you can talk without having to play with something, right? Like, stop trying to distract yourself from what the actual thing is. I guess that's basically what I'm trying to say. I don't even know at this point.
I got you. You were saying, like you already said already, don't assume that a person has knowledge of your history, your past, your experiences, and your understanding. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to go wrong every time. And then you're going to be looking like an ass, because assuming makes an ass out of you and me. You're going to look like a crazy, because people's like, what the fuck is you even talking? Like, why would you even? Yeah. You assume people have your understanding, and they don't. Then whenever you're trying to make a point without giving background knowledge, you're gonna seem like a crazy. People are like, how the fuck did you even come up with what? Why did you respond? Yeah. It's just,
especially me. I'm just weird.
It's a weird way of communicating. It is a way of communicating. It is slower from my history of using and interacting with people who assume. But I mean, assuming is good.
Well, everything is everything.
Yeah. So like,
everything is everything. So
if I'll use that kind of situation. If a person was, let's say it's you, and then Mr. Cloud called you, and they want to talk about Mr. Sun.
Okay.
First of all, you have to listen to Mr. Cloud first, because he's the one coming with the problem, right, with the issue. So you have to put yourself in his shoes and listen to what he's saying about Mr. Sun, and try to, assumingly, you have to assume here, because Mr. Sun's not there and you're talking about him in conversation. Mm-hmm. So, but you want to put yourselves in their shoes to gain full understanding and perspective of the situation, and not just me. I don't like to just take a half of a story and then
assume that's what it is.
make emotions based off of those,
Also,
and having that stuff affecting my physical body, especially about things that I don't know the full story. I wasn't there. I didn't get both sides. I didn't get all party sides. I don't let that
Also, sorry,
be a reason
Rayn,
that my
just
emotion is altered.
to piggyback off of what he said, just because you get each person's side doesn't mean anything. Like, if you can get their sides together in the same room, that's what you need to do, because the actual facts and understandings will actually be brought out versus you hearing from one person, then going to the next person and being like, wait a minute, what did I miss in this? You know, like, if everyone's together, then things will actually come out like, oh,
and
wait, that actually happened.
This is why I don't like the judicial system and policing and stuff like that, is because they prefer not to have everybody in the meeting, like actual therapy, you know, AAA or whatever the fuck.
What is that?
The AA and any kind of house for drug addicts and stuff like that. They go through therapy.
Anonymous?
Yeah, they go through real therapy. Is sitting down and trying to get as much people as involved. What interventions? You get everybody involved and you have a fucking sit down and a talk, and everybody express themselves and gain understanding and resolve issues. But the police system doesn't do that. The judicial system doesn't do that. They take this party and gain some facts or some evidence, and they take the other party and gain some evidence and some knowledge and understanding, and they try to put the two and two together instead of everybody having a mother meeting, and you can see who's lying and who's not, because body language, and then you press on certain things and you really get things resolved.
Yeah, but I mean, in the court system, they kind of like have both parties there, but at that point, everybody probably lying about their story to make sure that the judge listens. So
everybody's involved in the courtroom, but shit, the defendant and the plaintiff or whatever the fuck, I don't know them words.
Oh yeah,
all the people who is the main people who is in court for an issue, they're not even speaking on their own authority. They speaking through the attorneys and the lawyers and shit like that. They tell them what the fuck to say. So
yeah,
the whole is rarely mano a mano, face to face type of interaction with the way that society is set up, and so not a lot of things get resolved.
We should totally, as a society, just have a big giant courtroom where everyone just discuss, like a big circle. You know how back in the days, I don't know if you guys are into history, but back in the days, everyone used to sit around in a circle around a fire, and whoever had the talking stick, they could talk, and then everybody would be in on it. So it's like, oh well, from my perspective, that ain't what happened. Even though like it's these two main people who arguing, like maybe somebody was on the side like just watching the whole thing, like they don't even know why they arguing with each other, they both wrong. You know what I mean? Like everybody is just there in the community to actually give understanding versus these two perspectives that someone may forget something, someone may just hype something up a little bit more than what they should have, or vice versa, like dim it down, like what, nah, that ain't how it happened, you know? So third parties are sometimes necessary, but the talking stick, it works. The bigger the crowd. But
it looks so fake over there trying to play sports. Like they're like, oh shit, we gotta watch these people, but we're gonna play sports and make it look like, well, maybe they're just playing sports and not just being a weirdo.
Well, I don't know why they would want to play with the ball on a hill, but
he got on whole blue jeans.
Also, yes.
And they play kickball, soccer. Come on now. I mean, I ain't saying it's impossible. People like skateboarders and stuff, they do what they do.
Oh man.
But I'm just being a skeptic, because that's me. Get to know me. I'm wary. People is fucked up.
People are fucked up.
Right.
And gang stalking is a real thing. So, being that we are enlightened beings and we are both out together and the sun has bestowed his beautiful face upon ours, people gotta watch. That's what it is. Our melanin is popping right now and they just like, oh no, Oh no.
I'm gonna get out your video because I'm gonna just be talking about random shit, and then
We can talk about random
we
stuff.
got off the subject. This is supposed to be about assumption. We done covered topics. You got something else?
This can be a conversation video. This is your first appearance on the channel.
You gonna be like,
okay,
this video is about this, and then half in the video.
Okay,
this
people grow instantaneously, and guess what? We growing from the one set topic to this is a conversation with my husband. All right, cool. We cool. We all good. What you want to talk about? What? He's fire.
That's
and the
why
water.
I'm calm. Because
fire is calm?
Fire is not usually calm. That's why it's so important for me to be still and calm, because if I let you just work on me, I'd be done burn this whole shit up. But you know, that's why when you fire, you gotta learn how to manage yourself and your anger and your rage and disappointment and all that good stuff.
And people opposite fire. Air.
Air people too.
Yeah, I know. I had to say air. But it's alright because water and
earth people too. Earth people too.
Tauruses.
And water people too. Yes, every motherfucker body needs to learn how to manage your anger, and
everyone needs to learn how to control their emotions. First of all. Like, the sooner you're able to control your emotions and not just like put them to the side, but actually understand the reason your emotions are happening, and if they're a negative thing, turn it around, because you can instantly do that. Like, I burned myself getting pizza out of the oven, right, one time because I was just being hungry, and I was like, oh, I just gotta, the oven's there. Anyway, someone could have been like, oh my god, the fucking oven burnt me, I was just trying to get the pizza out. No. Instantly, after I burned myself, I was like, well, pay attention. And you know what happened after that? No more burns. Because I'm good. Because I pay attention more so. Also, pay attention, everyone, please. Especially these days, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. I am learning situational and self-awareness from Rayn. Like, I've told you guys that multiple times. I am, because I don't be giving a fuck sometimes, and that's not the way to live.
I mean, like, why is it not the way to live? You gotta not give a fuck.
No, you need to have a happy medium. Everything is about a happy medium. Okay. Don't let him confuse y'all. Everything is about a happy medium. So I can't be too not giving a fuck, because then somebody just gonna be like not giving a fuck, and then I'm dead somewhere. I don't know. But I can't be too cautious, because then people are gonna like make me more cautious, because they're gonna be looking like, oh my god, they're looking at me. Oh my god, they're looking at me. Wait a minute, I need to go this. Oh wait, oh fuck, oh nah, just be in the middle. Just be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I mean, I see you over there. I see what you're doing, but I don't give a fuck. I'm still living my life. However, I'm aware that you over there, nigga. Don't think I ain't watching.
So
and
then,
just be good.
So then, what you're saying is,
what am I saying?
You're gonna always be on edge, and then you talk about me being on edge. I mean,
always be on edge.
Yes, always be on edge. You know about chemicals. I'll just start with chemicals because you're a foodie. You drop videos all the time about food and the nutritional labels and the chemicals and elements and ingredients involved. And you know, from the research that you've done, well, I can't say you know, but from the research that you have done, it has been shown to you that with backable, the research with backable research on top of research and compilation of data of health history and ailments involved will lead you to believe that the research that you researched is true. And what you researched is how the ingredients in the food today and meat in its entirety is
toxic.
Fucking yes, terrible. Negative, right? So once you know that, once you're aware of it, yeah, like you said, you keep going on and you eat your your vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. But anytime you're in the grocery store, you're gonna be like, fucking meat. Out here just killing people. You just gonna be like on edge, right? The same way if you know the police is dirty and crooked, and they use a whole bunch of traps, illegal traps, to get you caught up and make you pay money and fucking lock your physical body away. So if you know that already, anytime you're driving, you're gonna be thinking, I have to look for these fucking traps because they're trying to catch me in a trap. You just be on edge always. And then knowing about it, it don't make it no better. Like, you know the police is camping on the side of the highway looking for speeders and stuff. Even if you're going the speed limit, like, motherfucker could just decide to pull you over just because he thought something like, like with the firefighter guy who got pulled over, they're trying to talk about his headlight that looked like the headlight. Like, they just pull a reason on paperwork to fuck with you. So once you take the red pill, you can't go blue pill again.
That's his thing.
And once you know so much, yeah, of course you got anxiety and you live on edge because shit fucked up. I mean, I guess the only way you won't know, no, fuck that shit. I was gonna say is if you do drugs or like smoke weed and stuff like that, you'll be happy and all that, but shit, weed don't make you happy. It just make you more in tap to
what's actually going on.
Yeah, what's actually going on around you. Like, it just helps you to feel what you already know.
Okay. Facts. That's facts. You are awesome.
That's just my mind.
And your mind is awesome. Just like you. So your mind reflects your body reflects your mind. It's all synonymous? Is that the word? Is that the word? Synonymous.
I don't know. I ain't gonna front.
Oh, okay. It's all together. It flows. It's like the yin and the yang. Your body reflects your mind reflects your body. If you are unhappy, unhealthy, whatever, it's gonna show in your demeanor, regardless of if it's just your facial expression, how many diseases or diseases or just issues that you're having on your body, or you'll just be fat, or
hey, I'll be dropping gems on my channel. I'm gonna steal some of your subs. Go check out Ego more. I'll be dropping videos about this stuff. So health, if you want to know, or let's talk about the definition of health. Health is lack of injury, illness, or sickness, and there's a third one, I don't know. Disease, lack of injury, and
anxiety, lack of anxiety.
No, it's not that. But anyway, having health means that you have a good diet and you take in good thoughts and good people and as much positive things as you can, because what you take into your life, whether it be your mouth and your mind, your food, or your thoughts and conversations, everything that you allow into your being manifests within you and is in your life. So if you can cut down on negative people, negative words, negative thinking, then you'll start to see change in your life. I've always known this about people, so like I've always been like a loner. I have, since traveling, I've been more, I've been becoming more and more discerning of what I think and what I give my attention to. Excuse me. And spiritually I'm there too, so let's get it. But diet, what you take in,
absolutely,
you are what you eat.
Yes, you are what you eat. that doesn't necessarily just mean food. You are what you eat. You are what you consume. You are what you take in. You got to remember that. And the biggest thing I can tell you guys, besides work on your chakras and eat more plant-based, like I always say, is work on your 4 bodies. So your 4 bodies are your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So if you, please start with physical, first of all. And physical doesn't mean just working out. Physical means actually understanding your body, what's wrong with it, when all of this happened, what caused these things, how you can work through these things, because these things could be traumas, literally just from you watching something, you actually getting hit by something, or just experience. Whatever your experience is, you have to work through that. That's how you're going to get out of your physical body. That's how your physical body is going to be healthier, and it's going to help you to be more in your mental body, because you'll realize, oh, all the things that I've been holding on mentally is fucking up my body. Oh shit. Body and mind, yin and yang. Anyway, but once you get through your mental, then you go to your emotional and spiritual. They kind of flow together. So physical and mental goes together, and spiritual and emotional usually go together. So
Yeah. So
just,
I know I said you are what you eat, and I made reference to like food and thoughts and people and all of these kind of direct things, but I want to go back and touch on life in its entirety.
okay.
Once you gain knowledge of how controlled this matrix is and how much it doesn't benefit you, once you have knowledge of this, once you take the red pill, you can't go blue pill. So you're gonna continue to live every day, and you're gonna be taking in the matrix, and the matrix is not beneficial to you. So you're taking this in. You have no choice but to take this in. You are holding in this. If you live in a commercial life and have a job and go out in society, then you're taking it in, period. So all of the, if you want to talk about the food, all of the pain, agony, and disturbing stuff that the animals went through while they were dying, before they died. Also, if you want to talk about just seeing politically, socially, the darkness, not necessarily darkness, because I consider darkness a good thing, but just the toxicity of society. Once you know about it, you can't unknow about it, and you have to continue to live in it. So you're going to be taking on that things. That is a part of what you eat. So notice the anger, rage, or however it manifests in your body. You have to notice that, be aware of it, and find a way to put it to use. That's all I can say, because you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. So, like for me, I have a big thing with like the feds. Everybody talk about the feds, like it's big pressure on the feds. And so knowing about NSA and the internet, and then watching, and they're just fucking thought police, right? Everything you could even just go and get locked up based off of what you think, or based off of some shit that you searched on the internet, even if you ain't even fucking do it. Like the feds, they own you, right? So often in my life, I just be feeling like, man, everything is fucking illegal. So, like, I'm just like, dang, these niggas watching everything the fuck I do. Everything I do is illegal. I'm like, plus I'm like, I'm an honest person. I speak the truth, and that's just who I am, right? So I'm like exposing things. Like, if it don't got nothing to do with me, I'm not gonna expose you to other people, but I'm gonna expose you to you. Like, I am a person who holds people accountable, because I hold myself accountable and responsible for the things that I do in my life. So when I bump into people, when I come into people, that's kind of how I am, and that's what I expect from people to be on me. But like when you look at the system, like I said, the feds get involved. It's just like, first of all, how the fuck did they make all this shit illegal? Second of all, like, why do I feel guilty for this shit? Even though it's natural,
positive thing,
and it's healthy, like the reward system is inverted, and how it's set up is you benefit off of negativity, and your detriment is found in positivity. Your demise is found in positivity. So that's why they say the good die young. It's facts.
So how is your demise a positive? I'm confused.
Because when you're doing the right stuff, just like with Jesus Christ, you're doing the right thing, you're being truthful, you're being accountable, you're being responsible, you're making other people do that type of stuff, and you're exposing stuff and systems, crookedness in the world, you're going to get that hate on you. It's going to be the end of you. It's dead.
Okay, that makes sense. Well,
It has to be.
the good die young. They aren't believed in. People want to kill. People shoot the messenger. People shoot the messenger all the time. And the messenger is just giving the message. The messenger is just usually the youngest person who is just telling what the oldest person said, and somehow magically they're the ones who end up dead.
Yeah.
So it's a fucked up world out here.
But at the same time, you're the messenger, but you also believe in the message. You carry in the message. You speak it as if it is a part of you. If you are the message, okay, that's the message. I got something for the message.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, you guys, we appreciate you listening to us. Thank you, baby, for all of your knowledge and wisdom.
That's just my mind.
We appreciate you. Your mind is beautiful.
And so is yours.
Oh.
Peace.
Thank you. Bye, you guys.